What is up? I'm on Perez, and yesterday I made a video, and it was called "Why is Top Naming Goats?" And in that video, I said something. And first off, Happy Thanksgiving. I forgot to say that. Please remember to like and subscribe. Um, the video said why not just name it Greatest of the Era? So this is kind of a like second part to that video, and this is what I think is the greatest of every era. I'm starting the '60s. Um, Cause I'm not gonna go behind that. I don't want to. Okay, so in the '60s, all right, we got Will Chamberlain, greatest in the '60s era. He started in 1959, but I'm gonna make it the '60s era, cause played mostly in the '60s, and he averaged, what was it, 50.4 points in that. He's the best of that era. You could put Bill Russell, you could put other players, but in my opinion, Will Chamberlain is the best in that era. If he was right now, I'm pretty sure it would just be like an all-star, not like how he played there. But yeah, Will Chamberlain for the '60s. I could go deeper into that. If he played for the Sixers, for the Warriors, he made 100 points, the most in NBA history. But I think that was that's the greatest of that era. You could put Bill Russell. Bill Russell did win most of his championships in the '60s, but in my opinion, it could go either way. I'm gonna pick Will Chamberlain because of the stats, and I'm a guy that goes a lot by stats. So that's for the '60s. For the '70s, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who played in the '70s. If you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at my laptop. Again. So yeah, he is. What's it called? Yeah, he is my player for the '70s because I don't know. I just feel like he's the best player there. We could say it, like, let's say it. He is the best player there. What's it called? We cannot doubt it. Kareem is the best player there. He started in '69 and ended in '89, but he's for my '70s. That's why I picked. He was the best player there. He played for the Lakers, one of the best teams in the league. He was the first overall pick. In 1969, he ended his career in '89, so he played like 2 decades. But I think I also got players that I like for the '80s to be the guys that I want, and like the '60s we already went over it. So that's what I think. I think that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the best player there. Kareem was a monster. He was 7'2". He is the leader all time in points. And yeah, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So that's who I got for the '70s. For the '80s, though, we're going to get into the '80s. If you like the Celtics, go Larry Bird. But in my opinion, Magic Johnson is one of the greatest players of all time. Third, if not fourth. Yeah, he's there. Magic Johnson is the best player in that era. And he played in the '80s. He also played a little bit in the '90s. But Magic Johnson, the Lakers won the most championships that decade. If not, it was the Celtics who won one more, something like that. But yeah, I feel like the '80s is my guy, Magic Johnson. Okay, we all know who's gonna be for the '90s. The '90s, it's the man. It's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan won 6 championships with the Bulls. The thing that I have that really divides, like, this is off topic, but the thing that divides both players from being the GOAT, LeBron and Jordan, Jordan was 1-9 without Scottie Pippen, and LeBron is 4-6 in the finals. Like, that's not good numbers. Either of you players need. I mean, I know you can't win a championship alone, but Jordan, get out of the first round. LeBron, win some championships. But that's what I think is for the '90s. Jordan, the Bulls, 72 wins, second greatest team in NBA history. Definitely not the greatest. The greatest is the 2018 Warriors. If someone else tells you otherwise, they're wrong, and that's it. 2000s, rest in peace. Kobe is the best player in the 2000s. You could say other players, but I was debating LeBron or Kobe, but I picked Kobe because LeBron has pretty much hit his prime in 2010s. He was really good in the 2000s. He's maintained perfect, like he's maintained constant career numbers through his career. But yeah, 2000s is Kobe. Again, rest in peace. And 2010s, y'all know who it is. LeBron James is tied the greatest player of all time with Jordan, and I just think that he is the guy that deserves the 2010s, 2020s, which just started. But this is my prediction: Giannis is not going to be the best player in the 2020s. Neither is Kawhi or any of those players. It's either gonna be, actually it might be Giannis, but I doubt it. I think it's either gonna be Luka or Jason Tatum. One of those two players is gonna be the best player. They're young. They're both gonna be MVPs sometime in their career, and I just like both of them play. If Luka can develop some defense, he'll be one of the greatest of all times. So, yeah, this was just a video to of something that I said in the last video. So, yeah, remember to like and subscribe. Happy Thanksgiving, and Orland out.